The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Moon.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation, for a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
No, not really. Mr. Everard doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Yes, moving from inwards to outwards. By the looks of it, soon everything will be in Union colors.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Huh?
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
How's your morning going? Or night, day, whatever it is where you are.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too. Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, okay, there you
I
go.
leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more.
My
I
sun
almost
still hasn't
forgot
risen,
about the
and
board.
I've not gone to bed yet. And that's good. It's good to hear.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power
Just finally
borscht,
making
huh?
some progress
Never
here.
heard of a borscht that turns little guys into
Was able to
dogfighters.
jump over a tiny gap
Alcohol,
without breaking my
however.
ankles. So, progress made for sure.
Yes, yes. I'm
Yeah, I
taking
guess
it
they're
too.
standing there all the time.
borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, so, So I'm assuming there's multiple ways to get through it, whether you suppress
You didn't
the
actually understand what you meant, and now he's just
protesters
nodding
and
along.
or going against the actual union that's blocking them. Or no, they are the union. The, who is it then? Who's even fighting? Is it just like the government in charge? Whoever they are?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I'm still getting new to all this. Wild Pines? Okay, yeah, there you go. Looking for the leader of the dockworkers
Oh,
union.
you want Mr. Everard then?
Yeah.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Yeah,
Had
we
an
can listen.
arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows.
We can let him have a nice
Her
little
real
time.
name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
You fucking didn't. That sounds like a good stopping. I mean, I don't say anything.
Them was
Whatever,
naked
finish
too.
your story.
That's all I've got to say about that.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everard is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
Huh?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are
Well,
just nasty rumors.
I certainly wasn't thinking it, friend. Alrighty.
Bye-bye now.
Alright, so last time I tried to enter this container, I got a blue screen, so let's give ourselves a nice little save right here. And hope for the best this time. So that's cool. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to have anybody. It is. Oh dear. Excuse me. It's hard to stream for like 3-4 hours straight with like no viewers, but it's the grind. It's the. It's what must be done. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. Whoa, like that? Did I... Huh? It's like one of those magic things. Am I underneath him? Oh, whoa, yep, stairs. I could not see those stairs for the life of me.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work. Not
Yeah, they did
least
like
bit surprised to
3
see you.
really fast updates on console. So that was nice. At least they got some work going on. It's more work than the DayZ developers put in within the first few months.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Wait, but wouldn't letting him speak first show that I have no backbone? Shouldn't. Let's get straight to business. There's been a murder.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois. It's good of you to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Ushers to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Yeah. Like, you mean that one company that had to remove their game from the PlayStation Store on...
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yeah, you look very, hurt.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I wonder if that's like a moniker name then? Because I know Miss Dubois was who they were saying, unless he thinks I'm someone else. I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
I don't sit. It's kind of my
Very
thing.
well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Aw. Cyberpunk was your first pre-order? That's very rough. The first time you decide that, like, oh, I can trust this company. I assume you were a fan of The Witcher at that point?
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Okay, well.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then...
Damn, that's a nasty play. He's got you, a titan of volition, in a fork. Guess you just have to sit or leave.
Yeah, that was the faith that I had in them. And literally, I would be in the same exact boat as you, but I thought I would be getting a PlayStation 5 pretty early on. But I, to this day, have not been able to secure one, so... I guess I kind of lucked out, but I wouldn't... It's still not luck. I'm still sad.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Although I did get my Kickstarter board game today, so... As delayed as things can get, this was nice to finally have. No glitches in my cardboard. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Zombicide, if you've heard of the Zombicide series from Come. It's basically like if, God, I guess it's kind of hard to say, because it's more like a top-down kind of thing. It's more tactical. You have to play with, like, 6 characters at once, which sounds like a lot, but they can each only do, like, 2 things per turn. It's a lot of fun.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair.
I got hooked on it
world.
because of
It's
it was actually near my birthday, and I saw a trailer for it on YouTube. And they're very interesting series. I actually haven't gotten around to playing it yet, so that's why my description is fairly vague, because I can't give a full, like, oh, I love it. Because right now I paint the miniatures for all my board games, and right now I've just been priming them all.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Oh, it is. It's awesome for co-op. It's cool, too, because it has solo variations. That's kind of why I got it. I'm a lonely little man. So it's cool to be able to, like, enjoy it with myself. And friends, whenever they do come around. But, like, at the end of the day, my big goal for this channel is to be able to get cameras and to be able to do things like painting on stream and like maybe even do board game streams. But that takes a lot, and I'm still building a community and seeing if I'm even worth it. But not being able to get a hold of a PS5 has held that back a lot, and so I'm trying to stick to it.
This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't want to owe you something.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good.
Oh, 25 real? Fuck off. I'm not gonna talk shit, but nah, I'm good, yo. I don't want to owe you anything.
Okay. I
Okay.
respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
Yeah, I wish I had like a... So all I'm working on right now is like a half-cracked Chromebook that I'm using to like manage my streams while I stream directly from my console. I think that's what I'm doing at the moment. And I couldn't get Tabletop Simulator to run on there for shit. And it made me so sad, because I also kickstarted another board game that's going to be getting here in either late September or even early next year, depending on the cycle of everything. But they gave me an access code to play my game early on there, just to be able to try out the prototype. But I could not get it to work, so sag. Yeah. Big oof indeed.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Well...
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun. Lost gun.
We know we
lost
sold
gun.
it to the pawn shop, and the pawn man sold it to somebody else. And he wouldn't give us any extra information from there, but I assume a mob boss
The
would be able
world
to
is swallowed by a black
do
hole
that.
of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost.
I would appreciate any help you could
gone.
provide. Yeah. If the debt we owe is because of actual help provided, not just a check,
Are you all right, Harry?
maybe we'll take
You
that.
seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
But the board game company that actually makes these games, it's CMON, C-M-O-N, all capitals, and you can find their YouTube channel and even their Kickstarter page, and you can like look through all the stuff that they've done. I really like their models, because I got into the whole painting thing recently.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Oh. Oh, can't, fuck. Both of these are bad. Cause one makes me look weak, and the other makes me look weak.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi doesn't seem to be here at the moment. You came alone.
Yeah. I didn't. More big oofs.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Yeah, men can try.
You
Men
want
can cry too,
to cry?
especially when
God,
children
no.
shoot each.
Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Yeah, super close.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
That whole 92%.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Cool.
Chill.
At least I have good mental strength.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois!
Unless this
Harry!
chair kills me. There are no Harrys. Let your mind
Mr.
go to your safe
Dubois.
place.
Are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
We'll go 3.
What an odd
Sit up, right?
demonstration
Try
of...
to...
You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an
I
extremely
could feel the
busy
stress
man,
on his
as I'm
back from
sure
here.
You are too.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Alright, so far they haven't forced me into any, like you're only gonna have a few choices. But let's start off with what's been bothering us.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Oh, fuck. Oh god. My is that a different board game from CMON? Or did I miss it? Or was that one of the questions? missed it. Okay, yeah. I actually didn't go too deep into their backlog. I looked at a lot of the Zombicide stuff. I looked at what's that one called? Rage, right? Is it Rage? Massive Darkness. I have the first Massive Darkness. That's the other one that I did. Yeah, same. Oh. They did those cool little Looney Tunes ones recently. I probably won't get into them just because the gameplay style didn't seem like my thing, but I liked that massive dungeon crawl stuff that they do. Memory's a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is...
I figured lying to him wouldn't help. He has to have more information than I
have a
do.
big fat folder on you, Harry.
Yep.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you had some concerns you
I had
thought
to
I
look
might
up
be able to address.
ASO
And you were
IAF
probably
real
right.
quick.
I
I've
can.
actually never gotten to like read the things or even really see much of Game of Thrones. Never had HBO.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
You must have questions, Harry. Come on now. Don't be shy. Let's hear them.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Don't they? Wait. Well, what do you mean by don't jump to the folder? Do you mean ask? Let's talk of other matters for a moment.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Let's talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're a police officer, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Yeah, if interested at all, I don't know if you like frequent any sort of board game channels on YouTube, but if you've heard of Quackalope, I know that they did a recent gameplay thing with Kaman, with one of the developers of Zombicide. They're doing a Wild West one that I think is still open. Their Kickstarter is still open for late pledges, if you're interested in that sort of thing. It's a long wait, but I think it's worth it in the end. We've opened a few doors.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colours, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Okay. I know they do like round the world shipping, and it would just be like based on certain things. Like you would probably just have to pay like a VAT tax, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Are the VAT taxes, like, rough there? Be it far from me. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. No, I believe it, because I know that, in the most recent Kickstarter that I was doing, there was a lot of complaints because there was a thing over in the European Union where all, like, prices have to be set as, like, as is or whatever. Like, tax can't come on later. Tax has to be on the base price, and they ended up adding in tax later, and so some people are trying to sue them, but I guess there's some weird loophole, and, like, yeah, so I believe it. That sucks.
Keep it cool, baby boy. You can use this. Groove with this. Play along. Let him throw his weight around. And when he throws it too much, and you've got him off guard, that's when you trip him up.
Okay.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's
How about
like a free
consoles?
agent
Are,
to the Union.
are like
Special
most
operations,
luxury
ardent
items
socialist,
just
a real free
hard to
thinker
get a hold
too.
of?
He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
I know some places and say, like, not comparing them or anything, but like saying like the Philippines, I know that they'll get like consoles way later just because it's not reasonable to ever buy one.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martin 8. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
I wonder if he's got her bugged or something. Got her tapped. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in here. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing.
Or,
I let him go.
I inflected that wrong. You made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Of course,
Let's talk
Harry.
about something else.
Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
I assume that just because he moves from one place to another. When you're in a shipping container, I don't presume that's your permanent abode. Let's finish investigating local drug trade.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
I've just finished investigating the local drug
You've got
trade.
a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now, let's talk real business.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't die as well. Feels like I died 3 times, but... I am too surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess.
What told you that? The liver
Very
spots or
impressive,
the
Harry.
stains from
Very
the cigarettes?
impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Talk about
Yes,
my lost gun.
your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
I mean, yeah. Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have you manufactured that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martin Ains.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun
Damn
back?
it, Harry. That's exactly what it means.
Alright, I wanted to go over a couple things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
Let's get this straight. What is my
It's
full
Harry.
name?
Harry Dubois.
Wait. Am I spacing that they said Mrs. Dubois? Does he have, like, our character's wife like, working for him? Or, like, ex-wife? Because I think they, like, split up or something based on the dialogue from the beginning? Oh, wait. I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe I'm making things up.
No, I'm really not. You are Harry.
Okay, I like it. I can work
And
with
I
that.
can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? For sure, yeah. The one that he thinks of every time he almost dies, or does die. Do you know? Do I have a wife or
Family?
kids?
Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here.
Okay.
Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
I don't know about the whole proud thing, but gotta cop to
Well,
say.
Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic. Well, you sure come off as very confident in all our interactions, Harry. You're a real man's man.
Alright, let's run our 58% chance. If we can fail an 82% chance, then we can win a 58. That's my logic.
Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume?
Should have just hit the button. Talked it up too much. Where'd you get that folder?
My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry. Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. Wait.
Yeah, I'll be back with...
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Cool. Anything to be scanned. Look at his little singing fish, taxidermy fish that tells time. I thought you said it sang. Huh. Oh dear. Alright. Box stairs. Ta-da. Alright, so it's 1900. I think it's at 2100 I can go talk to the guy in the purple shirt. But I wonder how much of the investigation I should be doing without Kim around. Not that it's impossible, but I like Kim. And I did the whole empathy for him. Go down the stairs. There you go.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attacked. Elysium on.
He definitely
Étrange
interests me.
off.
The whole, like, what do you call it? The the chemistry of the relationship is interesting.
With a loud grind,
They set up
the
the
crane shifts
story really
overhead,
well in this.
moving a massive
My
metal
brain is
container
starting to get
through the air.
tired, if you can't tell. Here in about 15... Oh,
And with a surprisingly
minutes.
quiet thunk, the crane
I'm
places
gonna end
the
the
container
stream so that I
down.
can get to sleep, because I usually try to hop on at like 10 and run it till like 3. I got on a little late today, so I wanted to run it a little late. And I really do appreciate you coming by. It's literally been like a month or 2 since I've had a follower join, so it helps the morale, helps keep my brain flowing.
The harbor sleeps
Even
as
if
the strike rages
it doesn't
in the
flow so well.
distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning over here. I still haven't gone to bed. Yeah. I'm gonna finish up this crate and then head off. Harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane should rest again.
The rusty control panel grows warm to a faint smell of burning.
Alright. Here, we'll run up in front of the door. And we'll save and leave it right there for the night. I do really appreciate you stopping by. It does mean a lot to me. Every follow is a huge boost and just like confidence and help with pushing me forward through this. If anyone else is there and they've been lurking, I would appreciate your follow as well. You'll be notified the next time that I get on. I also have a YouTube channel under the same name. It's all like super scuffed content. I'm still super early on. Everything is just uploads of my VODs from Twitch. And so it's, you know, not the greatest content, but it's there if you're interested. And I appreciate you all. And I do hope to see you again. And thanks one more time. You have a nice rest of your day. Later.